Hey guys, welcome back. We are here in the Fellhammer. When I did hit 110, another thing I did start right after the last episode was I opened up my researches. So if you've never heard of these before, excellent, I'll get back with you on the results as soon as I can. So this guy is called the Illidari Researcher. You'll have a researcher when you hit 110 in your order hall as well. And for 500 order resources, you can set off two at any given time. You can see I have my two here ready, and it takes uh, a total of 5 days. It'll be they're 3 days apiece, I think. It might be 3 days apiece. And every time you finish one of these artifact notes, you'll pick it up right over here. Essentially, read to gain new knowledge about your artifact, increasing the rate at which you earn artifact power. This will stack. You can stack this, I forget how many, 25 times or something like that. It takes a while for you to stack it to max because obviously you have to wait several days before, but you'll see it. I don't have any right now, but when you open up this UI and you put your cursor over this in the top corner. At the bottom, under where it shows damage don't increase by blah 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 percent for a trade purchase, it'll tell you your artifact knowledge level. And the higher it goes, of course, the better it is. You'll gain more artifact power from world quests and rewards and shit like that. Also, um, it is used not necessarily for demon hunters, but for some classes for you to be able to. Hold on one second. I forgot one thing while I was here. For you to be able to get your hidden artifact. Fuck, I have to go down below, don't I? Yep. We're a little disheveled here, guys. What we're going to do, actually, before we start heading out to Stormheim, is I'm going to be going to Archmage Khadgar. So we got our third tier here in our order advancement. You can see we can do the training grounds, increases the maximum number of Ash Tongue Warriors, Naga Myrmidon, Illidari Adepts, and Transformed Illidari Adepts. You can recruit by one, and this takes 7 days to finish and costs 1,000 resources. And that's across from that is the Fell Armaments, allows you to place work orders for champion armaments or equipment in exchange for order resources. I always go with the training grounds, but I think we're going to go with this because I don't have, you know, infinite amount of time to play each champion each character. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that one out, see how it works. I think you can trade off and switch, but it costs you, resources and some time to do that. Okay, let's head into Dalaran, and we're going to go talk with Khadgar, who sent us, if you saw the last episode when we turned in the Hammer of Khazgarath, he wants us to come meet him. He has the Tears of Elune for us, or he's preparing the Tears of Elune for us so that we can use it on Light's Heart, because he believes that Elune created Zera, the Naru Prime, who was inside Light's Heart. If we use the Tears of Elune, we might be able to unlock Light's Heart. Hey, buddy.
Not until our guest arrives.
That is for when we go to Suramar.
There is much to be done.
Goddess watch over you. If this works, then perhaps there's still hope for Turalian and the Army of the Light. The Tears of Elune are ready for you, Strip Club Hero. I am uncertain what to do from here. Take the relic back to your order hall and try to use it on Light's Heart. Maybe even make them touch. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Let's hope this works.
You are our last guest.
Alright, I love Khadgar. He's fucking hilarious. He's like, I don't fucking know. Just let the tips touch. See how that works out for you. So let's go uncover the secrets of Light's Heart. We got to go back to our order hall, and we'll see what's going on. I forget exactly what this does. It might be a little cinematic or something like that. I don't quite remember. I've done it a few times now. I still forget. There's so much. There's so much to remember, and also it's getting pretty late for me. As you can see, it's in the bottom right corner, or near the bottom right corner. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I'm starting to slowly fade out, but we're gonna do it. We gonna do it. I want to see What ZCs? There's Light's heart. Excuse me, coming through. Hi. Yep, nice to see you. Alright, let's touch the two together. Oh, let's see what happens.
Do not be alarmed, mortal. Your consciousness has been projected to my astral presence in the great dark beyond. I am Zira, one of the first Naru to be forged here during the great ordering of the cosmos. You have come to the crucible of all creation in search of answers. Listen then, and find enlightenment. In a time now long past, a great battle was fought that would determine the fate of all worlds. It was in that final battle that the all-powerful Titan Pantheon fell to one of their own, Sargeras. After the fall, none were left to oppose the will of Sargeras. Unfettered, the Dark Titan and his burning legion would go on to annihilate countless worlds in their burning crusade. From the ashes of those ravaged worlds, survivors arose to stand against the demons. They became known as the Army of the Light. But now, the Golden Army teeters upon the precipice of oblivion, as their campaign on Argus nears its terminus. Should they fall, the Legion will initiate a new burning crusade, and with it the cosmos will tremble. I am here now on a mission of desperation. I seek the child of light and shadow, the boy destined to end the age of demons. The one called Illidan Stormrage.
Ooh. So Sarah, by the way, I think that, in case you're interested, well, I'll tell you in a second. So we wake up in the infirmary here. We're in a deep sleep, as you can see. Well, look who's come back from the dead. Buddy, you've been unconscious for 3 days. I'm sure Khadgar will be relieved that his special pal is awake. Me, on the other hand, still a damn sea lion. I love this. And just stuck in there as a sea lion. So, in that little mini cinematic, I guess you would call it, in-game cinematic, I believe that planet in the back was Argus. So, little spoiler, I guess we're going to be seeing that either this expansion or maybe next expansion. Who knows? But she is looking for Illidan. She's looking for Illidan's soul.
Nobody touch you. Live. Your champions came to me after they failed to rouse you at your order hall. We brought you here and put you in the infirmary. What happened?
Dead. The Titans are dead. Khadgar ponders the news for a minute. It explains so much, yet I cannot help but feel an overwhelming sense of sadness. We have been on our own all along. Our gods killed before we were born. As for the army of the light and Illidan, I am at a loss. I have never felt so powerless. Illidan is dead and the Golden Army fights an endless war in our name from across the cosmos. Is this guy, like, rubbing his ass on me? Thank you. I need a moment, Strip Club Hero. This is too much bad news for an old man to bear.
Without you,
So,
Azeroth will surely
The pain will subside, champion. You now carry my mark, and through it I am able to see and feel as you do. Return to me when you are able. We have much to do.
so, let's return to her real quick. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's save that for the next time. I think she has more shit for us. Yes, every time I come in here. So, Sky Admiral Rogers is who we're going to come to start our questing in Stormheim. It's an honor, Strip Club Hero. Well met, Strip Club Hero. I have come on behalf of King Anduin Rin. My crew is preparing for a special mission, and the King would like you to join us. Please review this official summons, and if you are satisfied, return with me to Stormwind Harbor. Rogers hands you a sealed envelope.
Do your duty, soldier.
Champion, the Skyfire is about to embark on an urgent mission.
I must ask that you accompany them. Report to Stormwind Harbor as soon as possible. They are under strict orders not to leave without you. I trust that your valor and discretion will serve the Alliance well, as it always has. With honor, King Anduin Rin.
Okay.
Follow me. The Skyfire is just about ready to leave.
So we just go through this portal back here, and that's going to take us onto the Skyfire in Stormwind Harbor. And we'll get started. I don't know how much we're actually going to get done, because there's a little, like, opening quest line with a little story to tell. Oh, my graphics card is shitting the bed. There we go.
This is the most
Thank you for your
powerful
cooperation.
ship in the fleet.
You must be wondering what all of this is about. Please, walk with me. I have some final preparations to make before we set sail, and I know that your presence will inspire the crew.
Show them what we're made of. Stormheim is home to one of the pillars of creation, the Aegis of Agrimar. Vrykul legends speak of a trial. To conquer this trial is to prove one's worth and lay claim to the Aegis. Impressive, aren't they? The new guns could bag a wyvern at full speed from 300 meters. Go ahead, have a look. Our official orders are to escort you to Stormheim and ensure your success on this trial. Unofficially, however, we have another mission. The 7th Legion, the toughest men and women the Alliance has to offer. They too come on direct orders from the King. 3 days ago, the Forsaken Fleet set sail from Durotar, heading straight for the Broken Isles. We think Sylvanas Windrunner herself may be among them. We are to track them from a safe distance. We may engage, but only if the situation demands. I strongly suspect the situation will demand it.
It had better. I am not in the habit of tracking prey unless I intend on killing it.
He mad?
Preparations are nearly complete. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Ilneus will
Are you with
rise
us?
again.
The Skyfire is prepared to make way to Stormheim. Should we become engaged, I will require my best fighters on the front line. This includes you, Demon Hunter. Fuck the horde. I love when this shows up. The 2004 World of Warcraft loading screen of a Wildhammer dwarf. Oh, look at that.
Any luck contacting the fleet?
It's no use. The weather systems around Stormheim are too strong. I can't get a signal through.
Cease bombardment! Man the deck guns! All hands, prepare for contact with the enemy!
So we shot down, or we were shooting from above in the clouds onto Sylvanas' ships. If you hop on the deck gun,
Prepare for a second volley as we breach the cloud line.
it's gonna take you down. You can kind of see a statue from Stormheim. If I had my
Bring us in.
if I had my view distance up, you could see it. We're right off the coast, and what we have to do
Enemy fires incoming! All guns! Fire at will!
is shoot down these things, which are fucking impossible. I hate doing this. They're so small, or the hitbox is so small, that you have a hard time hitting anything with it. Fuck it. If I shoot 1,000 of them, I'm bound to hit you, right? I wish. So, I was reading a little more about Destiny 2, and it appears like they want to really put a lot of work into it to make it kind of what Destiny should have been originally, or what they wanted it to be originally, which was this giant open world game.
Boarding party on the deck!
This guy shows up. Forgot about him. which is a giant open world, massive planet type thing game where you really have the option of exploring. I hope they do that. I hope they go through with that, spend a lot of money to kind of make this, because if they make it the way it really should have been originally, I feel like the game would be much more popular than it is at this point. It's still a decently popular game, but it's not what it could have been.
Can't attack that.
Hop back on the gun. But I'm really hoping that they do. I'm really hoping that they go through with it. They really put in the time and the effort. There's no timeline right now from what I saw. The article was from... I was talking about this before, but the article was from Kotaku, which I believe used to be a gaming magazine? It might still be, but I know it's a website, so you can check it out there. You can Google that, Kotaku and Destiny 2, for that interview that they did. Kind of excited, kind of nervous at the same time, because...
Legionnaires, move out! Storm those ships and find Sylvanas!
Alright, we gotta head down to the ships. Kind of nervous the last time. I had a lot of hype for a game.
Back them up!
Was for The Division, which bombed significantly. It was amazing when it first came out. I specifically bought an Xbox to play it, Xbox One to play it, and it turned out to be it was great while you were leveling, and then the end game was atrocious. There's don't buy it. just don't buy it. Unless they made some really major changes, that game is not worth $60.
Slay these unholy creatures for the Alliance!
I'll get them for you. But yeah, that was a 60, or actually that was a $500 mistake. Normally I'm not a console person, but I really wanted to buy a console to play The Division because I wanted to also be able eventually to buy Destiny and play that. And what a mistake. The Division, it was a steaming pile of dog shit. And you could see it as you progressed through the early game. You first got there and you're like, holy shit, this is so cool. I can't believe how awesome this is. And by the time you got to the end game, it was the exact same quest over and over. Like they didn't... oh, that's Ubisoft for you. That'll be the last time Ubisoft gets a dime.
We'll check every ship if we have to.
Let's hop onto the Griffin and head to the next boat here. But yeah, so
Watch yourself down there. That doesn't look like Westfall stew in those cauldrons.
don't want to get my hopes up, because the last time I did, I ended up regretting it. No, I just have a $500 or $400, I forget how much the Xbox was, but a $400 prop holding up one of my monitors on my desk. Feels bad, man. Or one of my monitors sitting on it, rather. So, I'm wary about Destiny. I'm hoping that they do an amazing job and at least make it have more replay value than current Destiny has. Destiny 2 hopefully will have a much more engaging story and the like. But in all reality, it'll probably just be Destiny with a repackage.
This must be her flagship. Seize the captain.
I'll get her. Come on, follow me. You too. Hey, let's go. Stop stoning me. Nothing else special. I haven't seen any, fantastic game reviews. Although I did, surprisingly, and I didn't think this would happen, although it doesn't really mean anything. No Man's Sky, I'm sure some of you have heard about this game. I have not currently played it. I had no plans of playing it. I knew that was going to be a dud after reading some things about it, but apparently in Europe, some agency that checks for false advertising.
Wait! She may have information.
1 second.
You're too late. The Dark Lady is already gone. And your ship is already doomed.
The Skyfire is being overrun. Come on, we have to help.
All right, let's go.
So many bats.
What was I saying?
They're trying to bring the ship down from the inside.
So we got to remove these flares from the bottom areas here.
Hero!
How can I help you? Is anyone in
Chemical
need
flares
of
away from the ammo!
I'll do it. Don't worry about a thing. What was I talking about? I think I forgot. Couldn't have been important. Oh yeah, No Man's Sky is under review by some agency in the European Union that determines whether people have been duped and are due a refund. I guess they could do that. I'm not quite sure how things work over there. So, but No Man's Sky had this huge hype train around it, and just kind of like The Division had for me, which I was part of the problem for that. I should have been telling people not to fucking buy it and wait to see reviews, but I had a hunch that was going to be a good one, and I was wrong. So, yeah. So No Man's Sky is under the scrutiny of many people. It ended up being a pretty shit game.
The ammunition has caught fire. Quickly up the stairs!
Ended up being considered a pretty shit game. Hey, Crowley, you want to fucking help me? Ended up being a pretty shit game that basically is Minecraft without the fun, with 3D graphics and some spaceships. You're gonna kill these guys? Is that what you're saying? Why do I have the feeling you're not gonna do anything and they're just gonna chase me? So Nathanos Blightcaller is up here. He's landed on our ship. He's fighting with Greymane, and we gotta take him out. And this frickin' guy followed me.
Have no place in this world. You call us monsters? How rich!
So for those of you who don't know who Nathanos Blightcaller is, he was a ranger under the tutelage of Sylvanas when they were alive, when they were both alive. They're both undead now, from Arthas, of course. And I think the story goes that they were lovers. That this was Sylvanas's Mayan. This was her boo. And so he stays by her side. He looks a lot different now than he did before. I have a feeling he's going to have some significant event happen with him. And he's here trying to piss off Greymane. Die already. You got so much health. Why did I have to do this at 110? So No Man's Sky, under scrutiny. There's a new Pokemon coming out, I think. 2. Which is funny because I gave my... Hey, we got the first part done. Going down. Which I gave my cousin's son He's a Pokemon fanatic. I gave him my 3DS, my limited edition Pokemon 3DS, so he could play. And now there's a new Pokemon coming out. Feels bad, man.
Situation.
Greymane's Gambit. It seems that you were spared the brunt of the explosion. If only Greymane were so lucky. On your feet. We had better get a move on before the Forsaken are on top of us. No upgrade there. Glad to see you survived the crash. Unfortunately, so did most of the enemy's boarding party. Just the thought of those monsters setting foot on my ship makes me sick. Wipe them out, Ship Club hero. Or for my crew. From King Rin. For the Alliance.
For the Alliance.
For the Alliance.
Can you repeat that?
Are you feeling alright? Say ah. Mishka attempts to depress your tongue with a damp twig. Sorry, we are in desperate need of medical supplies here. The infirmary on the Skyfire was well stocked, but it's all scattered to the winds now. Anything you can salvage from the wreck will save lives.
Greetings.
I could do that.
Oh, hi.
We need to report our position to the Alliance Navy ASAP. I am building a new transponder to send a distress signal, but I need a battery from the Skyfire's communications console. You will find the console at the top of the ship. I just hope those undead haven't put their creepy bony fingers on it yet. Those jawless mooks are actually trying to salvage parts from our ship. They can't possibly appreciate superior gnomish technology. Perhaps its shiny nature is appealing to their simple inclinations. In any case, I need a crystal oscillator for our new transponder. It's the shiniest part of the whole system. They're bound to have it set aside somewhere. Alright, I'll go get this for you.
Make it quick.
Make it quick. I love the way she talks. Make it quick. Oi. Make it quick. Okay, so there is a chest down here. We're gonna grab these medical supplies real quick too. If you have yourself a merry little Christmas, if you have yourself one of the water striders, this would be a good time to start using it when you first get here. Save you the trouble of having to fight against the current of this water. Let's grab this chest. Tears of Elune never leaves your inventory after we do that one quest, and I'm never sure about whether or not we can actually get rid of it. Yes, I want to have that appearance. Thank you. I've been trying to get that appearance for a while now. Medical supplies. We need to get that. Kill some of these bony boys. That sounded really, sketchy, didn't it? Those bony boys. Love them. So, Skyfire has crashed. We're now stuck in Stormheim. This is, by all accounts, my favorite zone. Outside, of course, of Suramar. Suramar, though, frustrates me sometimes. But this was my favorite leveling zone. I'll say that. This is my favorite leveling zone. This might be one of my favorite zones in the entire game. Overall. So, if you've done this, or if you're, if you're returning to Warcraft, or you're thinking about it, and you're watching this, give Stormheim a try. You'll really love this zone. I have a great time every time I come here. Questing is well done. It's a little spread out sometimes, but the whole right cool thing, the kind of Viking setting, is really neat. It's really a lot of fun. Let's head up to the next floor here. Yeah. There is a boss here. He's got the transponder battery. Let's beat on him a little bit. That sounded weird. Can I grab this before you hit me? Of course not. Let's metamorphosize. Metamorphosizzles. Knock this guy out. So, I was talking one of my maybe 2 episodes ago, League Championship Series for League of Legends. The World Championship should be coming up here shortly. Was playing a little bit of that. Played a couple ARAMs to have a little bit of fun. I don't really get a chance to play it a lot these days, and I definitely don't have time for ranked. I get too pissed off at ranked on that game to actually enjoy myself, so I kind of just play ARAMs and some normals with a friend of mine. And so Worlds is coming up. If you're interested in that, give that a chance. If you're not a League of Legends fan, maybe catch it on Twitch. It'll be under, I believe it should be under the Riot main channel, Riot Games main channel. Check that out. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played League of Legends, which you probably have, and you either liked it or hated it, but if you haven't, check out the World Championship. You might be really interested in what you see, and you might found yourself a new game to play. Where the fuck are you going? Hello? Are you drunk? What the fuck is he doing? I think Akama lost his damn mind, guys. The AI is learning. It saw that I was done and decided to pull 4 more for me. Feels good, man. But yeah, so League Championship Series stuff's coming out. Pretty awesome. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy. Maybe you'll enjoy some of the games. Ooh, got these greens to send away. Maybe you'll enjoy yourself. Maybe you'll find a game that you didn't even know you liked. I've been watching it since, pre-LCS times, back when it was just... What the hell is this? Is this a player? Oh, hi. I didn't know you were here. Watching it since the pre-LCS times, I could tell you some of it can be super interesting, and watching players that are far better than me play is incredible. It's really like watching a sport, and if you're a gamer, if you're a real true blue gamer, I think you'll enjoy it. So check it out. It'll be coming up in the next couple of days. Let's head. Actually, before we turn this in, let's go kill this rare mob over here. And then we're going to turn our quest in, and I think we're going to call it an episode after that. And then delve deeper into... I don't know why I just yelled. I just suddenly got 6 volumes louder. Delve deeper into Stormheim after that. Can you stop knocking me back, asshole? I don't appreciate this shit. And if you are a League of Legends fan and you've never heard of it, the LCS, which I'd be surprised if people haven't, but if you haven't, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Twitch.tv. I think twitch.tv/Riot Games might be the channel. Otherwise, you could search on twitch.tv for Riot Games main channel, and or you can check their website. I think it's lolesports.com, and it'll let you know when the dates are when you can check stuff out. It's a lot of fun. The game itself is a lot of fun, but I get too stressed too easily over shit that doesn't matter. So I try. As much as I like to play the game, I play it much less than I used to. Okay, I got some order resources and some... What was that? 20 artifact power? Oh, no damn 20 artifact power. Where am I going? I could have just head up over there. Feels good. I'm like turned around here. And these things are chasing me. Alright, not anymore.
How can I help?
I cannot build a new transponder without that battery. Nuts and bolts. Pardon my language. This thing is almost as dead as the guy you took it from. We need juice and lots of it. I have an idea. I never like it when a gnome says he has an idea. Did you find the oscillator? Overspark examines the crystal carefully. Yep, still shiny.
Hello.
Did you find anything? Just in time, I was about to start bandaging wounds with leaves.
Can I help you?
This is the most
Don't worry about the
powerful
ship, it's
system.
just wood and metal. The Skyfire lives on as long as we keep
Do
fighting.
your duty, soldier.
Greetings.
The heroic men and women of the 7th Legion stayed at the front of the ship to fight off storm drakes while the crew evacuated. None of them have returned. Please find them, Strip Club Hero.
Anyone in need of medical aid?
I can do that. Overspark's tiny hands move like lightning, affixing coils and tubes to the device before cramming it into a parachute pack. Put this on. Just up the hill you'll find... Just up the hill you'll find the front half of the Skyfire and the big nest of storm drakes that crashed into. We can use the energy from those drakes to charge the transponder. You have to incite them, of course, but the device should draw most of the power. The probability of you being electrocuted is well within acceptable parameters. All right, guys, we landed in Stormheim. We got to check out the whole Light's Heart thing, and we're going to be doing a lot more here in this zone. We're just getting started. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our little trip here today. We didn't get too far into Stormheim, but we had a couple other things I wanted to check out and show you guys beforehand before we went, because I don't want to miss a thing. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the episode, please give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. I do appreciate all the likes that I get. Maybe also think about hitting the subscribe button. It'll help you keep up to date with videos in this series, and it'll also help you keep up to date with other WoW content that I put out. If you're interested in WoW content, think about hitting the subscribe button. I do appreciate the support. Christ, I'm so tired. Leave me any comments, questions, or suggestions down below as well. I do appreciate those, and I try and respond as fast as possible. Of course, whenever I get a notification, I try and respond as soon as I have some time. Guys, you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, depending on where you are in the world, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye now.